Hi, I'm Antonio Malcolm.
And I'm Anthony King. We're from MacMod.com, and this is part of the MacMod Live Series podcast here from Macworld 2008. So you
And
pretty excited about it?
yes, I am. Yes, I am. We're standing on a roof in the middle of Nob Hill of San Francisco. Behind us is the financial
The
district
beautiful
skyline
city of San Francisco.
and the East Bay and the Bay Bridge. And we just got back from the Ars Technica pre-keynote party.
Had a few drinks, met some cool people. Microsoft was there. Everybody was there. It's really cool. Good job, guys, from Ars Technica. Thanks for the party. And this is just getting started, so I'm sure we'll see a whole bunch more drinking and it's pretty much
Part of the
networking.
conventions are the parties.
Yeah. So if you are at Macworld, look for us. We're going to be at all the events throughout the week. But the big question on everyone's mind is what is going to happen tomorrow when Steve Jobs takes the stage? What are they going to announce? What do people want them to announce? So what do you think is coming?
Well, there are a lot of rumors, several about a subcompact notebook, having tablet features, a solid-state hard drive, using
So the
flash memory.
solid state, you think that's a possibility? Because I was checking out, I think Dell has one on their site, and the upgrade alone was like 80% of the cost of the actual computer.
I don't see it in a power user's laptop, even subcompact, which is where I think that would be aiming. The only company that's done it successfully is Asus with their EPC, but it's a very small
That's
laptop.
like 8 gig?
It's
8 gigabytes?
It's very
4 gigabytes?
As I said, it's for a very specific market, very niche market. Solid state hard drives are still very much at a premium, especially for a general use laptop.
But wouldn't you just be happy to see Apple kind of round out their product line? Because right now you've got the MacBook, you've got the MacBook Pro, but neither one of those is very, I mean, they're all portable, they're all pretty light compared to the competition, but what if you want something really lightweight? I mean, I would just be happy to see a subcompact notebook that was maybe 50% thinner or smaller, lighter than the MacBook.
It would round out the offerings. However, I have to question if Apple has a market for that. On the PC side, there's
I'd buy
definitely
one.
a market with Windows, but there have to be quite probably several million.
So
of you.
what would make you buy if Apple was to come out with, a smaller notebook? What feature or features would you want in it that would make you buy it?
Well, the hard drive would have to be at least 100 gigabytes, and again, going up in size with the flash memory units, it's prohibitively expensive. As far as a tablet, as a neatness feature, I would like to have one. I do some illustration work, so it would be handy for that. However,
That was a trolley car, by the way.
yes, we have cable cars. Wave to the cable car.
I love San Francisco. Okay,
However,
so
again, I'm
tablet,
one person, and one person wanting a tablet really isn't enough
but
to
couldn't
justify them.
you? There are tablet solutions out there. You can get.
But none
That-
running OS 10.
Okay. So, is it for sure Apple's releasing a sub notebook? I actually read it in USA Today, but even they were pretty much like, this is what we want to see, this is what people want to see, but the reality is no one knows. I mean, we knew about the iPhone before Apple released it. Everyone kind of knew, right? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong on
Yeah,
that.
everybody knew. So everybody kind of knew this was going to be a big Macworld. 2007 because of the iPhone. 2008, people are excited about it. I'm excited about it, but I really don't know what they've got up their sleeve. And they have a lot to live up to,
In 2007, they had the iPhone, Apple TV, which didn't launch so much, but at least it was something. The year before, they had the transition to Intel, and even in 2007, the Intel processor, the architecture was still new to the Mac, and there were some nice offerings that came out last year featuring the Intel architecture. So this year, Intel's in place. They've already released Leopard, so I should hope that one of these big rumors comes to surface as something tangible and truthful.
Well, what we know, it's not a Mac Pro. We know it's
We
not
don't.
that because they updated it last week. So it's not the Mac Pro line. iPhone's pretty new, maybe an update on there. ITV, some rumor about that, which they can't do any worse with ITV. I mean, ITV is a good product, but so we might see an ITV update, something like a a small upgrade, new features maybe, which would be good. But that pretty much leaves the laptop line
Pretty much.
that needs to be updated.
Now, one tech news website made the comment that CES was so lackluster
Oh yeah.
that while Macworld prepares itself to usurp CES, as it did last year successfully, it really doesn't have much to try for. However, given what we've seen the previous 2 years, the previous 2 Macworld Expos, we really are going to need something this year.
Well, they've got a lot to live up to. I mean, not that CES was great. In fact, CES sucked, and I think everybody kind of said CES sucked. But Apple has got to keep the momentum going, and there's a lot of pressure to come out with that next big thing that's going to make, that's going to steal that limelight away from CES. And maybe they can do it. We'll know tomorrow. So what was next? We're talking about, what have you got to show us? Of course, this is MacMod.com, and anytime we're here visiting Antonio, he always has something cool to show. Last year was what did you have on display?
I had a G4 built inside of a UMax S900 chassis.
The classic UMax clone.
Painted a smooth coating red with matching LCD and Ergo keyboard. This year, I have
something a little more advanced actually this year.
I have my 2 gigahertz Core 2 Duo MacBook.
Can I see it?
Was white, and it is now mahogany brown. The case plastics are boiled in RIT fabric dye.
Okay,
And,
when you say boiled, tell me what you mean, because this is not coated. This plastic is actually this color, and you boiled it how? I mean, in a pan?
I
On the
boiled it
stove?
in a cake pan over 2 burners, using equal parts, I think it was a dark green, a scarlet red, to 2 parts golden yellow. And it made this nice mahogany color. The plastics were, the MacBook was completely disassembled, as is required to get at the case plastics. It's not like the iBook where the top and bottom come off without any issue. This particular unit has to be completely disassembled because the frame and logic board are both bolted to the lower casing. And so it's about an hour to disassemble. The case plastics are then boiled for an hour and a half to 2 hours to make sure there's good absorption. And in particular, the second generation MacBooks require more heat over a longer period of time than the first generation or the iBooks.
So you just took the plastic right off the case.
I took it completely apart, and
Because there's no lines. I mean, it's like totally clean, totally factory look.
yes, it is. The only thing you have to be careful of is that the frame at first doesn't appear like it's supposed to come out of there, but it does. It's held on by a combination of bolts and a very strong adhesive. And then it's about a 3-hour period to put it back together, longer than the iBook, despite coming apart in fewer pieces, simply because of the way it's designed and put together.
All right. Well, I think that about wraps up our keynote eve presentation, and tomorrow we'll have Big O, Orion will be here podcasting with us, video and audio, live from the show floor. You don't want to miss it. So we'll see you tomorrow.